welcome to the PLT podcast, Baga Chipz, everybody!
Hello! Hello, my darling!
The Queen has arrived. Oh my God, I am excited, babes. How are you doing?
I'm amazing. I'm in my pink dressing room, living my best life with my pink Pretty Little Thing jumper. And yeah, I'm loving it. Just having a camp old time in lockdown.
Hun, you look amazing, and that dressing room is a complete vibe. I feel like you are on the PLT vibe right now. I'm really feeling it.
Well, Pretty Little Thing's all about the pink. When I think of Pretty Little Thing, I think it's very feminine and gorgeous and glitzy and glamorous. So I was like, yeah, let's make the dressing room a very Pretty Little Thing. And I
love it.
I feel like a Pretty Little Thing.
Darling, I was just about to say, well, you are a pretty little thing, so there we go, We're, of course, here to celebrate the launch of Channel 4's The Celebrity Circle.
Yeah!
OMG, how exciting.
I know, I can't believe how fast it's gone. Do you know, when I was having my little breaks, I was saying to production, when does this come out on the telly? And they were like, oh, about like March, 5-6 months. I was like, oh my God, that's ages away. And now it's out tonight. It's out today. It's absolutely crazy. It's just gone so quick.
Congratulations, it's out today. How exciting. I can't believe that it was filmed so long ago and now we're here, launch day's here. How are you feeling for everyone to see it?
Oh my God. All I'm going to say is you're going to get some television gold. I mean, without ruining it, yeah. I bring it full throttle, the full Baga Chipz experience. And yeah, just like you saw me on Drag Race, I'm just out there being crazy. They supply me with the booze. I'm having a party in my room on my own. I'm jumping on the bed. I'm in the bath. I'm everything. And yeah, and it really messes with your head because there was people on there and I was like, she's definitely real. She's definitely real.
Stop.
100% real. And then when they come up and they're like, it's like two fellas or something, you're like, what? You feel like you've been tricked really bad. You're like, I feel deceived. I was getting a friendship with this person.
You were making a connection.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I can't wait to come and see you on your show. I love that show. They don't even work on the show. There's someone else.
So this is the thing. On this show, it's all a bit deceitful, isn't it? Because some people aren't playing themselves, which, Baga, I'm not going to lie, you're not playing yourself either, are you, babes?
Do you know why? And I'm not blowing my own trumpet. I think if I went in as myself, I'm not going to lie, I think I'd do well. I'm, you know what I mean? I'm nice enough, you know what I mean? I'm a bloke, nice enough lad, you know what I mean? But I'm not, you know what I mean? I'd be funny and I'd just be like, I'll do anything for you, you know what I mean? I'll give you my last quid, so I'll just be myself. But I went into it and I was like, I want a bit of fun. I don't just want to go and sit in a room for like 10 days and just be like, you're right, love, yeah, oh, I did this the once and I did that the once. I was like, right, get your acting chops on. You got to be an actor. So, because in Drag Race, I did like me match better.
I was about to say, it's taking it back to Drag Race again and going back to the acting challenge, the much better. I'm very fond and know a lot about that.
And Maggie Smith as well. Well, not Maggie Smith, Margaret Thatcher. When I did her for the snatch, when I did her for the snatch game. But so I like playing characters, and I was like, and it's good to like be like, oh, am I going to like...
Are you going to fool them?
Am I going to fool them?
Yeah, that's it. So for everyone who doesn't know, tell us, who is the character you're playing? She's iconic. She is a babe.
Yeah, well, this person has just got so many iconic television moments, most from Big Brother, most from Celebrity Big Brother. And I was just like, you've got so much to work with. And she's a person that would go on this kind of programme, Channel 4. And it's Kim Woodburn. It was the
one and only, the icon.
Queen of Clean.
Kim Woodburn. Exactly.
Because you got people who were like playing Will I Am and stuff, and I was like, nah. That is not Will I Am. I said, do you know what? We're all in show business. We're all doing it for a good cause, to stand up to cancer. And you know what? It might be Will I Am. But you know what I mean? It's you've got people like, you know what I mean? Denise Van Houten, Kim Woodburn. And it'd be like having like, oh, and then we got Madonna, you know what I mean? You'd be like, no. So you got to play someone that's very that would, you would see on that kind of show.
It fits. And I feel like I agree with you. She's an icon. She's a TV icon. And boy, she has had some moments on TV. Definitely, like you said, on Celeb Big Brother. But how did she feel? Like, are you guys friends?
Yeah, I literally phoned her yesterday. We were on the phone with each other yesterday. And I'm not going to lie, what you see on the TV, and yeah, she does play up, you know what I mean? She likes to play the panto villain, you know what I mean? She's like, oh, cheeky, naughty, don't start. But if you knew her, like, personally, she's one of the most loveliest women you'd ever meet. She's literally always phoning me, always, oh, well done, dear, well done on your job. I'm so proud of you. I think the LGBT community just love her, you know what I mean? We just love strong... She's like a dominatrix, you know what I mean? She is. And just meeting her, like, even her fragrance and the long red nails and the blonde updo and a big fur.
She's so prim, isn't she?
I was like, she's like that. You'll never see her, like, not on a train or on a bus without a full face of slap, nails.
Stop.
And she just smells like, you know, that really... Estee Lauder smell.
I wish I had that energy to be like that 24/7. So she's the kind of lady that would step out and take the bins with her hair and makeup.
Oh yeah, I've never seen Kim. Like, I think you saw her in the jungle a bit, but still, she's still put together and she's just a really nice woman. And we've worked together so many times. We've had a few bevies together on nights out, and she's not like she's one of them. If you cross her, she's gonna give it you. Full throttle.
Good, Donna. Well, that's it. We're here for the honesty, and I think, like you say, if that, you know, we haven't got time for messing about, and Kim certainly doesn't. So, in terms of, you know, standing up for what you want and not taking any bullshit. So, good on Kim.
But
we love her.
Saying that as well, when I went on the circle, you can't just go in there and start the conversation with,
well, this is what
you little bitch, you little cow. You know what I mean? You got to make mates, or they vote you off. You want to be in the top. You know what I mean? You want to stay. So I'd start off with, oh, you're a gorgeous girl. Oh, you've done... There was someone playing Gemma Collins. It's already come out. And the Two Loose Women played Gemma Collins.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, oh, you've done well for yourself, my love. You've made a few bob. Good on you, my dear. You're really well on the telly. Good for you, my love. You know what I mean? And just be really nice. And then, obviously, when you talk to other people... about other people, a bit of bitching, I'm like, she's a very two-faced girl, dear. She's been slagging you off left, right and centre. She's scum.
I'm holding myself in from laughing. Like, Baga, I was literally going to say to you, can we hear an impression? But genuinely, I feel like Kim Woodburn's in the room. Like, your impression is so good.
Stop while you're ahead, you horrible, horrible girl. My first nomination is Nicole. It's Nicola. Shut up, don't be stupid.
How long have you been practicing this?
I know.
I'm giving you a 10 out of 10.
Well, you know what I mean? Before I go into anything, I've done a few acting jobs lately, you know what I mean? I've just done big TV shows and stuff. And I have to learn me lines and learn the character. Like, I've just had to play a Berlin cabaret artist on stage for a big Sky One program. So you know what I mean. Wow. I had to learn the accent and everything. I was like, "Hello, welcome to the cabaret" and all that. So I was and that's what I did with Kim. I had to just be like, but you don't have to sound like it because they can't hear you. You're writing on a computer.
Well, that's it. Yeah, I'm thinking actually, I'm asking you to do this impression, but it's all virtual, isn't it? Which is just crazy. But before we get into a bit more of the circle, like, I wondered what your fans thought about it. So obviously it was announced by Channel 4 and the Celebrity Circle that you would be playing Kim Woodburn, but your fans are amazing. Like, they go hard for you on Twitter, on Instagram. We see them commenting on all of your things and, you know, really going in for you. So how did they feel when they found out that you wouldn't be going in his bagger, but Kim instead?
They love it because they know what I'm like. They know I'm an absolute bloody weirdo. You know, they're like, they do. And I'm not going to you know what? I don't want to sound a bit like, this is PG in it. I don't want to sound a bit like a what's the word then? A PG word. I don't want to sound like a silly Billy, but like, do you know when you say fans? Because, do you know what I mean? They are so lovely. You know what I mean? They do videos of me, memes of me, And they spend a lot of time doing like these videos of like my best moments, and there's pictures I've seen that I've never even seen. I'm like, oh my God. But yeah, they're so lovely, and they just they know what I'm like. They know I love my old school. They know I like my older girls. You know what I mean, like Cilla Black and
the
icons, Kim Woodburn, and people like Bet Lynch from Corrie. I just like strong northern, powerful matriarchs. You know what I mean?
Love it.
Because I've got a really old head on my shoulders. Like I'm only like 31, but like if people ask me a question on the circle, like, oh, do you remember this? Like somebody asked me what it was like in Thatcher days, and I was like, oh yes, dear. Well, but I did like Mrs. Thatcher when she came into power. You know what I mean? I wasn't even born. You know what I mean? But
so you're really good at playing that character because you're like naturally invested anyway.
And I know people from certain eras, like without ruining it too much. We had to play a game of guess the pop star, and I think there was one of Billie Eilish.
Yes.
And obviously Kim Woodburn would not have a clue who that was. So if I said Billie Eilish, they'd be like, that's not Kim. And then they had one of, I think it was like Scarlett Johansson or something. It was all celebrities. And I was like, it was that Diana Dawes, dear, and all that, you know what I mean? And so I was like, you got to, and she would never use like lol. If you're a woman in her 70s, you're not going to say lol and all that. So every message I sent to someone, every single one I wrote at the end of each one, love Kim.
Love that.
So I was like, oh yes, if I was 20 years younger, oh my God, dear, I'd give it you in spade loads. Love Kim. Everything was love Kim. And Denise went out and was like, you always said love Kim. And I was like, Kim does. I've got text messages from Kim. And she said, Kim would never say love Kim at the end of everything. I was like, I got my phone out. I was like, she says love Kim at everything. She does.
Do you know what? You're giving me the vibe that you could be the winner here, Baga. Obviously, we're not going to spoil it. You know, it launches tonight. The series, The Celebrity Circle, launches tonight. But I feel like you are a very strong contender, and I'm so excited to see how you get on.
I put me all in it. I have. It's a roller coaster. I'm not going to lie. Some parts of it was harder than Drag Race. I'm not going to lie. I think there was one or two, or you never know how long I'm in it, days. And I was just, you know what I mean? I was up and down. I was like, that she don't like me. She knows who I am. Oh, I've messed it up. Because they'd ask me like cleaning questions, and me going in as a cleaner, I didn't learn anything about bloody cleaning, did I?
You had the personality down to a T, but cleaning knowledge,
Oh God, wait till you see it. Do you know what? I was cooking fry-ups every day and all that, and Sunday dinners, because you get whatever you want. You give them a food list. To go to Waitrose and get it all in, you know what I mean? And I didn't. I mean, the kitchen was a pigsty. I'd cook and I'd leave all the plates in the sink. And the poor woman who had to do all the washing up when I left, Jesus. But I did clean a little bit. Obviously, I wasn't living in a pigsty, but I wasn't like Kim. She's like spotless. You know,
that is so funny. So if any of the members could have seen your apartment, they would have known it wasn't Kim. No. But fortunately, they don't get to do that. Do you know what I mean? They never got to see that side. So I'm sure that you played your character really well.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I had like a frying pan with like bacon and black pudding in it, and then I had
one hand.
Yeah, and then on the cooker I had like a spag bowl, and they give you loads of fizz. You know what I mean?
Sounds amazing.
I'd like to say champagne, but it's bloody £2.99 Prosecco, you know what I mean? But
bit of carver.
Well, especially with lockdown, because I don't really drink in lockdown. I haven't drunk anything in lockdown. So, you know what I mean? It hit me like a ton of bricks. I literally went in there and I was like jumping on the bed, and when let's say, if I won something or if I got through, I would jump up and down. Ah! I'm like, oh my God. And then when I find out like if who people were and stuff, and I saw someone was a catfish, I'd be like, I never thought it would be them in a month. I knew, even if I knew they were a catfish, I just never thought it would be certain people.
I'm literally, I'm dying to watch it right now. I know that later on today I'm going to be able to go and sit and watch this, but it sounds so exciting. It's crazy. I mean, how is it being in the actual apartment? Are you completely on your own? Just tell me a little bit about that.
You're literally on your own in it's a lovely apartment, you know what I mean?
It looks so nice.
Yeah, don't forget you've got look, you know what I mean? You can have hot baths when you want, and you can just chill. It's like being in an hotel having a break.
Oh my, I cannot wait to see it. I can't wait to see it all put together. You mentioned before, you know, you were trying to find out who was kind of catfishing. You're catfishing the other guys in this. You are essentially being a catfish. But in real life, Baga, have you ever been catfished?
Well, that's the other thing. I don't know, because you don't know, do you?
Because if you have been, they've been good.
Yeah, if they've been good. I've never like caught someone out, you know what I mean?
No.
I don't think anybody... I think I'm not one of them kind of people that people want to catfish. You know what I mean?
You never know. You never know.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I probably am a lot of people. My cat's just walked past, sorry.
Oh, my love.
I am, I probably am a few people's types, you know what I mean? But I think I'm too comedic to be, for people to be like, oh, I'm going to go catfish her now, you know what I mean? I think people would rather be like, oh, tell us a joke, you know what I mean?
Now, obviously, as you playing Kim, you know, we said with everything that you do within drag, you're used to getting into character. But when did you first kind of get into drag yourself as a person, as Baga?
The first time I got in drag was about 2008. So that's...
Wow.
Nearly 13 years.
Wow.
And first time ever, I dressed as Amy Winehouse. And I don't mean glamorous Amy Winehouse. I mean, I had like denim hot pants. And I've got all the tattoos already. I'm very Amy Winehouse style. And yeah, I was just a big fan of Amy Winehouse. And singing wise, without sounding a bit over the top, I could sing like Amy Winehouse at the time. You know what I mean? I could sing very in her style. So my friend just got me up on karaoke, and next thing you know, the boss of the venue's coming up to me. Do you want to do here 3 nights a week for £75 a night? I was like, with free drinks. And back then, I was going there anyway for...
Do you know what? You were going to be there anyway. You may as well make a bit of money and get a few free drinks, Baga.
Well, it's stupid, because I would have just done it for the drinks. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh my God, I was spending like 50 quid, and like 12 years ago, 50 quid in Birmingham, where it's a pound a drink. Was that, you know what I mean?
Wow.
But then I moved to London. And I spent 10 years in London, and then I was like, there's no pound of drinks here.
Definitely not. Definitely not. It's amazing to hear like your kind of where your journey began to where you are now, because everything you've done so much in between, haven't you?
Yeah, like even before Drag Race, like I had quite a lot of achievements. I performed in front of 50,000 at Hyde Park as Amy Winehouse. I was in like West End shows. I was in a West End show called Drag Divas in the Arts Theatre, where they've got is it Six the musical and all that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I performed on stage with people like Jennifer Hudson and Jane McDonald and
incredible
Miley Cyrus and all that, because I used to work at GAY Heaven, and obviously I'd be upstairs and the star would come in. And if you know of if you've heard of GAY Heaven, they've had everyone from Madonna to Adele to Mariah Carey. You know what I mean?
Incredible.
They've had the Spice Girls, Amy White, like everyone that's done GAY. And then I got on Drag Race, and oh my God, I think without, you know what I mean, it's not about the money, but I probably made more in 5 months than I did in 10 years. You know what I mean?
It's insane. And to think back then, to go back to that memory of 75 quid a night and a few free drinks, like to where you are now.
Well, after your cabs,
insane.
You know what I mean? After your cabs, you've literally got, I would have a Chinese once a week, and I'd be like, that was my treat. You know what I mean? A takeaway.
Yeah.
Everything else would go on cabs, and I need to buy a pair of lashes. And it was literally about £300 a week. And you know what I mean? That's a good wage, but when drag is really expensive, you know what I mean? And you got to mix it up. You can't wear the same stuff, so you got to buy an outfit every week and all that.
Exactly.
And yeah, and since Drag Race, oh my God, I've been on everything. Celebrity MasterChef, Pointless, Celebrity Karaoke, just loads. I've been on, what was the other one? Celebability.
She's forgetting now.
Celebability on ITV2. A Tracy, that's another one. And yeah, I'm doing a lot of ITV2 shows as well coming up. Yeah, we're in talks with a lot of shows. So
you're killing it.
It's just mad, and I'm doing a thing for Pretty Little Thing. You know what I mean? If you would have said to me 3 years ago, "Oh, you're going to be doing, you're going to be speaking to Pretty Little Thing, and they're going to be sending you free clothes," I would have been like, "No."
Well, babes, do you know what? I'm so glad it's happening. You know, you deserve everything you get. You're a complete icon. Everybody loves you. You're our queen. So
And we had a top 10 in the charts as well, in the official charts.
Wait, tell me. Yeah, so this is your new track.
No, this was on since Drag Race. We had Break Up, Bye Bye, The Prop Destroyers. And
yes!
It was number 10 in the charts. I was like, in the official charts. I think it was like number 2 in the iTunes charts. But
we're going with the official. It says official. That's the official charts, babes.
Top 10, I was like, I would never thought I'd have a top 10 in my life.
Them achievements are definitely something you should be so proud of, Baga. Like I say, you're killing it, and I know that there's still plenty more things to go.
Oh, I'm going to get an Oscar.
I'm going to
get an Oscar.
I'm ready for it. You've already got an MBE, so do you know what I mean? I can't wait to see it happen.
I'm going to get an Oscar, a Grammy, a Golden Globe, an Emmy, and I'm also going to get an Olympic gold medal.
Babes, and this is how you manifest, okay? Let Baga show you how to get it. I can't wait, hon. We'll be cheering you the whole way. But going back to, so Channel 4 is the Celebrity Circle. One of the main kind of angles and points of the show is to work out if people are who they say they are. So how did you find it when you were trying to find out who other people were?
Well, for example, like it's already came out who's who and who's catfishing.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to lie. All I'm going to say is Rachel Riley, the two guys who played Rachel Riley, Pete Wicks and Sam. They were good. I mean, their maths were really. I mean, they must have had a calculator because they got the numbers right and stuff. And speaking to Rachel, you know what I mean. I developed friendship, and I was just like, "Well, this is just a really sweet woman with a sense of humour." They were
really?
They loved me. They were like, "Oh, Kim, you do make me laugh. I love your sense of humour."
Flirting.
So I was saying,
flirting.
Yeah, well, it was Rachel Riley, so I don't think she was. They were playing Rachel Riley.
I forget it's Pete and Sam, but they were playing Rachel Riley.
But we just got on really well, and because I was saying all old-fashioned lingo, so that's why they thought. That's why they were like, "Oh, that's Kim," because I was like, "Oh, by Jove," and you know what I mean. "Oh, I'm ready."
I bet they loved you.
"I'm ready for the knackers yard, dear," and all that. So I was saying all old-fashioned sayings like, "Oh, God, stone the crows, it's not me, dear," you know what I mean? And they were like, "Oh, God." And I was like, "Oh, well, people thought I was a bit of a trollop back in the day." And that's an old-fashioned word. So I was like, "Oh, I might be doing well here." But yeah, and then Lady Leisha, she did, because she did Big Nasty, and they're like me and Kim, she's really good friends with Big Nasty. And she knows all about it. And she picked a right person to do as well, because they're both grime artists. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they're both.
That's it.
She could, if they do give us a rap, she's going to give you a rap. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
So no one's going to catch her out there.
I went on as a cleaner. I'm not a bloody cleaner. I'm not a cleaner. They were asking me questions. How'd you get rid of grease? How'd you get rid of this? And I was like,
"Babes, I'm not equipped for this."
And you've got to answer quick, because if you don't answer quick, it's like, she's thinking. Oh. And I was like, I was saying vinegar for everything. Put a bit of vinegar on it, love. You know what I mean?
Sort it, darling.
Coca-Cola, because I remembered some things. Coca-Cola down the toilet overnight, give it a flush. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, I need to try that.
Yeah, just cheap Coke though. Do you know, like what you get from Aldi, like 20 pence bottle, and the
Roller cola.
Yeah, the acid like in the pot, just lime scale. See, I've learned things.
That's it. She's learned it. Taking it back to, so you mentioned some of the guys there. Obviously, in the circle, you are playing with some other huge names. You mentioned Sam Thompson and Pete Wicks are playing, Charlotte Crosby, Saffron Barker, Lady Leshurr. How was it working alongside all these other guys? I guess you didn't know who they were, but how was it working with a load of other amazing celebrities?
Like I said, some of the people who I was speaking to and stuff, and who I was working with, people like Denise Van Outen, for example. I grew up watching Denise on The Big Breakfast. You know what I mean? Like I used to get ready for school. Sorry, Denise, I don't want to make you sound old or anything, but she looks bloody good for her age. I mean,
fabulous.
She looks
stunning. She
looks a woman of 30. You know what I mean? And yeah, she was just I just was like, oh my God, that could actually be Denise Van Outen, who I used to watch with Lily Savage and the big breakfast. And I'm really, really, really good friends with Duncan from Blue in real life.
Oh, I love Duncan.
He's a massive Drag Race fan, and he just was bombarding me with messages in the DMs, and I was like, bloody hell, all right, Duncan, calm down, love. You know what I mean? But we've become really good friends since, and we've done shows together and everything. And Lady Lashur, I always call her Lady Lashur, but I think it's just Lady Leisha, isn't it?
To be honest, like, I feel like I say Leisha, but I feel like Lashur. I feel like I could definitely be saying it wrong.
Lady Lashur. I'll just I pronounce things how it's written. So she's just got an art of gold. I mean, because on the final, there's a big final where we all see each other, all in person. We've all got champagne, and it's a big party. And it was just lovely because we were all allowed to hug and everything because we'd all been tested. And I mean, we had like proper rapid tests and everything. We were tested every day. And and just me and Charlotte, I'm like, because Charlotte plays Peter Andre. And I was a bit like, oh, I don't like, I've never met him, but I mean, the person who was coming across as Peter Andre, I was like, well, he's a bit, you know what I mean? He keeps on asking me questions. I've got to get him out. I had a thing against him. I've never met him.
A vendetta.
And then when I found out it was Charlotte and I met her in person, oh my God, we were just at the bar together, literally, like, we were inseparable. We were just like, oh my God. She was like, why didn't you play yourself? I absolutely love you, Baga. And I was like, I love you, Charlotte. Why didn't you play you? You know what I mean? The two party animals. So I was like, we would have had a right. And Kay and Nadia were lovely, who played Gemma. I just, you know what I mean? Without ruining it, I was like, no.
Really?
No, they're lovely people, but I mean,
but
it's just too obvious. It's the most obvious person you could play.
They weren't fooling you. That's it.
And you know what I mean? I've met Gemma. I've just done a thing with Gemma for Sky. You know what I mean? Just a big thing with Gemma, and she's very like, "You're right, babe." You know what I mean? Just like relax, dude. Yeah, I've got to do my clothes, and I've got my clothes. Like she don't get me wrong, she's camp and funny and all that. But I think they were going a bit too, my hair's frazzled today. And I was like, she don't say that. She said it.
Yeah,
you know
too full on.
Yeah, she was like, oh, God, I'm claustrophobic in this room. And I'm like, are you just going to say every catchphrase? Because I was like, I'm playing Kim Woodburn, but I'm not going to say at the end of every catchphrase, filth, adulterer. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You've got to just play like...
Making it a bit obvious there, aren't they? Yeah.
Well, they'd ask me about Big Brother, and I'd just say, I don't really want to talk about it, my love. I was like, what them seven put me through is nothing... I kept on calling them the seven. What the seven put me through is nothing less than a crime. I worship the ground they've got coming to them, and that's what I'm going to... I said, that's all I got to say on Big Brother, my love. And then I walked up.
I can't wait to watch it.
And they was like, why did you do it? They were like, Kim, why did you do it if you didn't like them so much? Because I think Kim and Nadia were playing Gemma, but they're loose women who are also friends with Colleen Nolan. And Colleen Nolan and Kim had a big row. So they weren't, they must have been biting their tongue because I was like, that Colleen. And they're friends with Colleen Nolan on Loose Women. I was like, I wouldn't. You know, I'm not going to say, but you know. It's like, she said, Gemma kept on asking, why don't you like Colleen? And I was just like, I said, because she's a big mouth, smoking. I was like, really going for it. All she did was smoke, dear. What? She was horrible to Jedward. Those boys should have won. And they were like, it's all right. I was like, those boys should have won.
From all of the great people you were kind of playing alongside, who was the most sneaky? I feel like you were being quite sneaky. You were playing really well by the sounds of things. But who do you think was really sneaky?
Oh, looking back. Do you know what? Rachel Riley always had my back. I mean, when she said something, I stuck to her word. I'd be like, right, I'll look after you, you look after me kind of thing. And when it came to the nitty gritty, she did. And she'd be like, Kim's amazing, Kim's lovely. And always in the chat, they'd always be lovely. Because I think the boys are actually, they probably like Kim in real life, you know what I mean? And will.i.am, he was believable. The things he was coming out with, like, I like to believe I'm in the future and all this. And I was like, is this boy a robot? What's he going on about? I was like that. I was saying it in jest. I was like, don't be so stupid. Naughty. I'm going to smack your bum. All that stuff.
I bet
Yeah,
they
I
loved
was
it.
flirting with all the boys. I was like, oh, big nasty. I was like, are you big enough for me? I bet you couldn't handle me, dear, all that. And Lady Leisha must have been like, my God. But she's got Lady Leisha's got an heart of gold. She's like really, I mean, when we saw each other on the final, like, she's just amazing. I was like, oh my God, lovely girl, really sweet. And she did it for her sister who without being like, you know what I mean? She died of cancer, her sister, and she was, that's why she did it for Stand Up to Cancer, amazing charity. And, I was sobbing when she said all that. I was like, oh my God, that's so lovely. You did it for your sister and all that. And she's just, you know what I mean? And her reasons for doing the show and everything. I did the show because it's for an amazing cause. But you know what I mean? I got to build my ladder. You know what I mean? I got to be the most famous woman in Britain. You know what I mean? Get me profile going. And if I can build my profile and raise money for an amazing charity, best of both worlds.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's it. It is, you know, the Celebrity Circle is for Stand Up to Cancer, which, like you say, it is an incredible charity. So, like you said, all jokes aside, it sounds like it's this really funny, exciting show, but it is all for a great cause as well. So I can definitely see why you got involved with that.
Oh, it's well, I've always, you know what I mean? Because I always play the Joker. I'm always, But then when you have to do your VTs, like, text 38206 to Stand Up to Cancer. This is Megan's story, and then they show you a VT of people, you know what I mean, suffering with cancer and stuff. And I'm just a wreck. I'm like, what a brave people.
Same.
You know what I mean? We're all in. You know what I mean? It's been a terrible year for a lot of people, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
We should be lucky with the good. Do you know what I mean? Because there was people out there who were very ill, and they've got to stay in and with you know what I mean, with a disease, like, you know what I mean, with cancer and stuff, and with COVID going on, and a lot of people are very lonely, stuck in the house. You know what I mean? So it just this is the serious bagger. It's going to be over with in a bit. You know what I mean?
No, it's great. It's great to like to speak to you on you know these different levels and kind of understand, you know, like you said, why you wanted to do the show, and I think that's really important, especially for your fans and everybody listening, to know that as well.
Well, you know what I mean. That's another reason why I did it. I was like, if I can put a smile on one person's face, you know what I mean. If someone's
in a year like we're in right now, or what we've had, and like you say, it's definitely needed a smile and a bit of a laughter.
Yeah,
is what everybody needs
if there's
right
someone
now.
at home, you know what I mean, who's got cancer and they're watching me on the telly, and I just make them forget for 5 seconds, you know what I mean? 5 seconds, just a joke or a laugh, you know what I mean? It's like I've put their mind off it because I am a joker, and I'm like, you know what I mean? And I'm just happy to put people's minds off things by being an absolute weird, loud freak on stage, on telly. Because a lot of, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm PC, but I'm not PC, you know what I mean? I get it. There is going to be people at home watching this doing, what the hell is that?
Absolutely not. I will not stand for that. Not at all.
And that ain't me on about gay thing or drag thing or is it a man or a woman. I mean, people are going to say that because they're like, that person is mental. Because I'm literally in the camera doing, wow.
Well, you've had, like I said to you before, you've had my jaw hurting throughout this already because of laughing. So definitely you are very good at making people laugh, Baga, and I know that's why so many people love you.
Wait till you see, I'm dancing on it. They put me in bloody costumes, and I mean, you're talking bizarre, massive, you know what I mean? They really picked on me. They really did. They made me do stuff. And I do have diva tantrums, and I'm not a diva. You know what I mean? I will do anything. Put me in that jungle, I'll put kangaroo's anus in my gob. You know what I mean? I will do all that. But they were literally like, right, Baggy, you've got to do this now. And I was like, oh, I don't want to do, you know what I mean? There's exercise challenges. I mean, I'm not talking a task. Ooh. I mean, real exercise. I mean, proper, like,
this is 2021 COVID times. No one can be exercising right now.
We had to do it for hours, and I literally told them, I said, no, and
this is where
I think it was like, if you don't do it, then you get in the bottom and all that. The one with the most without ruining it, steps and all this, you know what I mean? Do you know those step machines?
Yeah, so it's like a stepper.
Yeah, and we had to walk round, and the one with the most steps, and the one with the least steps goes, and I'm like, well, I'm Kim Woodburn, so she's not going to have more steps than, let's say, someone who's really fit. Right. She's a woman she's in her 80s, you know what I mean?
She's got a massive pair of heels on. She ain't going jogging. And not being rude,
big nasty as well. I can't see him walking around for 2 hours without being rude. So you also had to do it to make it realistic.
So you've got to think about, that's it, you've got to think about your character.
Yeah, because if I had the most steps, they'd be like, why has this 79-year-old woman got more steps than, you know what I mean? But I just got the machine and was doing that I was lying down, just like lying on the settee doing that, because I was like, I'm not doing that. And I was like knackered. I was like, I can't.
Oh my God, I cannot wait to watch this. Honestly, I know that everyone.
I'm just thinking back. I'm thinking back of everything I did.
I bet it's all coming back to you. That's it. I mean, you said that you had a little bit of a diva moment, but was there ever any drama like with everybody? Was there any like kick-off moments? Tell me about some crazy stories. Spill some.
It wasn't with me. You'd think it was Kim, wouldn't you? Oh. But the drama was coming from. Oh my God. All I'm gonna say is, Lady Leisha is one stubborn girl because, very stubborn as Big Nasty. You know what I mean? Let's say, I'm not without ruining it. Let's say all the group decided on the colour red. Big Nasty would pick blue.
Ooh,
and let's say it had to be anonymous decision. Right, Big Nasty, you picked blue. The rest have picked red. So now we'll all pick red. Blue. Big Nasty, there's 7 people who've picked red. It needs to be anonymous or we're going to be here all day. Blue. Every time. I was like that. Did my head in, that did. But, oh God, everybody played the game so well. And knowing Duncan James as well, I just knew it was him. And, because I know him. And he was saying stuff about drag race and everything. I was like... But the thing is,
you've got to be being a character.
No, but Duncan was Duncan.
Oh, so Duncan played himself.
Yeah, and Duncan. I only saw Duncan 3 days before we went in that because we did a show in Manchester together. Because this was lockdown. It was, remember lockdown when you could have outdoor stuff.
Yeah.
And he never said a word. Like, oh, I'm going in the circle.
How
I'm terrible.
Crazy.
I can go places. I'm like, oh, I'm just doing the circle this week. You know what I mean? I'm just going for the circle.
That's what we like. This podcast is for spilling tea, so that's what kind of, personality and attitude
I'd be terrible.
Like.
I'd be terrible on the Masked Singer because I'd just be like on my Twitter, it's me,
bitches, I'm here. I love the Masked Singer. I'd love to see you on that, Baga. Let's manifest for that one as well, babe.
Yeah, I'd love to go on that because I'm really good at changing my voice. So I would literally put an accent on, and I'd sing like I actually sing like a woman. You know what I mean? My vocals sings like a woman. So you know what I mean?
I want to hear some, Baga. I feel like I want to hear you. So I'm like, I mean, unless you fancy doing some now for the podcast, I might have to wait until I can see you live.
I don't know what to sing.
Sing your favourite song.
I actually haven't got a favourite song. I just love music. I love things from classical music. Pop music, rock. You know what I mean? I could be listening to listening to pop, and then I could be listening to Enya. You know what I mean? I could like different. What do you want? Okay, I'll sing a little thing. What do you want?
Come on. Who's got a song in the room? Someone's got to have a song for Baga. Okay, we have got a request. Are you ready?
It's got to be something I know.
Oh, you know this one, babes. Listeners, you get ready. I'm very excited. I actually wanted to ask you this earlier. Can we see a little Amy Winehouse impression?
I haven't sang Amy Winehouse in years.
So ready?
Yeah. Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water and I think of all the things what you're doing. In my head, I paint a picture. 'Cause since I come on home and my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger ale and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Hillary. It's all right.
I'm sorry to the sound guy in the room for my screaming there, but that was bloody fantastic. Thanks so much. Oh my
I haven't
God.
done Amy in... No, I used to do it really good. It's been like 7 years. I think the... Yeah, smoking and all that's damaged my voice.
I am so impressed. You've got a beautiful voice. I want to hear that in person one day. Next time you're touring, I'm going to be there with a big...
But where do you live? Where do you live? London?
Manchester.
Yeah, when I do a show in Manchester, front row tickets.
Oh, babes, PLT will be there supporting all of us. I know that everyone will be like, oh my God, I need to come too. Babes, I want to see.
All the other drag queens will be like, I've got me mum here, I've got me brother here. I'll be like, I've got PrettyLittleThing here with me today. We're filming a documentary about my life.
It's happening, babes. I'm pitching it. I'm going to pitch it after this. I mean, I don't even know how we got onto that, but I am obsessed. I think your voice is incredible. So thank you so much for that very special moment. Back to the Celebrity Circle. You mentioned before that you went in, and before you went in, you said that you wanted to flirt with all the lads and be a mother to all girls. So do you think that's what you did, looking back now, without giving too much away?
Yeah, definitely. Well, that's what Kim's like. Kim, you know what I mean? Kim will tell you herself. She's like, she's never crude. You know what I mean? She's always innuendo. She's like an old Carry On film. You know what I mean? She's very like, ooh, you know what I mean? So she'd like something that she said in front of me. I said on the show. So I said to one of the guys, I said, "There may be snow on the roof, but there's a burning fire down below." You know what I mean? And
these one-liners are fantastic.
I think that's what most girls want, isn't it? Like most heterosexual girls, they want to be a girl that the girls love. You know what I mean? Oh, all the girls. I'm one of the girls. I'm head girl. But also, the fellas want you. You know what I mean? But a lot of girls, you know what I mean, from experience with sisters and stuff, a lot of girls get jealous if the fellas want you. Well, you know what I mean? So
that's it. That's when it all comes to
pass. You know what I mean? So, but I represent more than anything. I think girl power is more important than fellas. So it's always 100%. Sisters before misters. You know what I mean? Look after your mates. You know what I mean? Your mates. You got to look after your mates and stuff. So yeah, like I said, just girl power and never fall out with your friends over a boy.
100%. Ain't that the truth? I know there'll be a lot of people.
Unless you've been in a relationship for like years and stuff, you know what I mean? But I mean, first date.
Still, you can still put them kind of level, can't you? I think there's always a balance. Like you don't have to put you know, a boyfriend before everybody. There's definitely a balance there. No, I'm all about girl power. You know, us here at PLT, we're all very about girl power. But so this series itself, the Celebrity Circle, and the Circle in general, is very much about building these connections with people and doing it when you're not face to face, which is kind of what we've been going through with the past year. You know, we've had to do a lot of online speaking and, you know, building more connections through online. So is that something you've always been good at, would you say? Yeah,
like I've always used social media. I think social media is the best way to advertise. Well, it is in the world, you know what I mean? If a pop star's got a song out, they put it online, you know what I mean? Everything is online, like even music. You buy music online now. You don't buy CDs and stuff. So I think just social media is amazing. Like that's where your fans see what you're doing. It's brilliant for advertising and stuff, but it's also very toxic for trolls and people think it's mainly obviously they're fake profiles, but they think because they haven't got a profile picture and they've got 2 followers and anyone can make a Twitter account. I could make one now, you know what I mean? And I could go on someone's a celebrity's page and say really hurtful things, and like it's got its good and its bad. It's like the press, you know what I mean? I like the press because they advertise me. They put me in newspapers and they give me more work and stuff. But if they were putting stories about my family and stuff, you know what I mean? I'd be like, and you know what I mean? People don't realise it damages lives. If my mum always said, if you've got nothing to say, nice to say, don't say it. You know what I mean? And if you don't really like someone, just be like, and look at Caroline Flack. You know what I mean? It's like just be nice and don't get me wrong. Always call people out if you know what I mean. It's all right if there's racism or homophobia or politicians, you know what I mean? Call them out if they've done wrong. Say that politician has done wrong. If there's racism, say your language is out of order. But like death threats and
but it's where it's needed, isn't it, Baga? That's what you know.
Yeah, I got death threats and everything when I first came. Like when I first went on it, and now I don't get anything. You know what I mean? I'm people's princess now. You know what I mean? But when I went on it, I was just, you're gonna burn in hell. Your pet.
And that is
your parents must be so proud. Oh my God, I mean, like like I'm just a gay man that does drag. But really transphobic slurs. They were calling me like really abusive. And I'm like...
And there's just no place for that.
Yeah, they're right. And there's just no place the only thing that upsets me is... Because without being, you know what I mean, the big I am, I can deal with it. You know what I mean? I'm very sod off. You know what I mean? I'm block. You know what I mean? I've got very thick skin. You could call me anything. It's like, ta bye. But how about all these 10... you know what I mean, 13, 14-year-old kids that get it from people at school.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And don't know how to handle it,
You know what I mean? I've had a good walloping online, you know what I mean? But I just, you know what I mean? I can put up with it. I'm just like, what you got to think is, they don't know you. They've seen you on a TV show, you know what I mean? They don't know, you know what I mean? I had messages. I had death threats because of things I wore on Drag Race. Like, oh my God,
that's it. How wild
you
is
should
that?
die because that dress is disgusting and your makeup's horrible and all this. And I'm quite terrible, you know what I mean? If somebody says something, I don't even reply now. But somebody said, Baga didn't wear one nice thing on Drag Race. And I said, your dad disagrees.
There you go. Always hitting it back. That's it. Do you know what? Sometimes you got to just make a joke of it. It's easier said than done for some situations and some people sometimes. But yeah, 100%.
But also, if it is proper, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Call the police if it's really serious. You know what I mean? If you're getting constant...
Well, yeah, because that's it.
But yeah, I take it with a pinch of salt. I'm one of them that's like, sod off. You know what I mean? But like I said, just keep your chin up, everyone. And if you do get messages like that, you know what I mean? Just best thing I've learned is block.
Honey, that, like we said, there's absolutely no place for it. And going back to kind of the communication, you know, face to face, going through like social media and going through these messaging platforms like in the circle, the Celebrity Circle. How was it for you actually going into the celeb circle and having that taken away from you? So you were able to speak to the other players, but am I right in thinking that you had all of your personal devices taken away?
Oh yeah, you've literally got a TV in the bedroom, a TV in the living room, and then you got like a little TV in your kitchen and a little TV in the bathroom. And you know what I mean? They put me up, they send me up rotten, because they always do alert when I'm in the bloody bath. You know what I mean? So while I'm there in the bath, but I've got a little wig on, you know what I mean, in the bath, and I'm like, you know what I mean, just do it proper, you know what I mean? I'm like Victoria Beckham from Spice World the movie. I'm very, you know what I mean? And then they do alert, and then I'm like out the bath covered in, but obviously it's full of bubbles. You don't see anything.
Overall, from your time in the Celebrity Circle, what was your favourite memory or your favourite moment that you can tell us without obviously spoiling it? You know, it's out tonight.
Oh, wait. I'm just, you know what I mean? I'm just myself. I'm natural. You know what I mean? I can't help it. Like, I'm doing it now. Like, when something bad happens, I'm like, hey. They're like, who's that blow up doll? But you're gonna when you see me dance, when you see Peter Andre, and we have to do a bit of Peter Andre with the.
Ooh. I'm ready for it. We are ready for it. I can hear all of the listeners now saying that they are ready for it as well. Overall, Baga, I know that you've done, you know, we spoke before, you've done so many shows now, different reality shows, but overall, how has this compared to the other ones?
Oh, this was just, I think this one was the best that I've done so far, because this one was just, I'm very proud of this one because, like I said, it's for Stand Up to Cancer. So to be involved in such a really big charity and to put a smile on people's faces when, especially this year, you know what I mean? And yeah, I just had so much fun, and everybody that worked on the show, the producers, the camera guys, you know what I mean? Because I was playing up with the cameras. I was like, if you think I look pretty today, nod your head, and the camera would do. So I'd speak to the cameras. Obviously, they couldn't speak, but I'd met the camera move with the head, and just everyone, like the whole experience. Yeah, I had ups and downs. There's times where I've had enough. You know what I mean? I'm serious. It's not me acting. I'm like, this seems a bit fixed. You know what I mean? Bit of a sore loser. But and that ain't me talking about where people play. So I mean, with games and stuff, Joe, and they give you tasks. So just like I said, it's for Stand Up to Cancer. They've got people on the show that I absolutely like who I grew up watching. I'm a big fan of Lady Leisha's music. I love, you know what I mean. I just can't believe, even still, after like nearly 2 years in the game, you know what I mean. I just can't believe it that I'm even on these kind of shows. You know what I mean. I just see myself as a normal, common as muck. Love me Greggs. You know what I mean? Love me, Greg. I'm one of them people. I've always said it. I could win the Euro Millions. I'd still be having a Greggs with me pack of Mayfair, talking to I talk to anyone. You know what I mean? You can't change me. Money and fame and stuff. And I never really did Drag Race for fame. It was more of a, I'm doing it for the community, and I'm doing it. And then when my agent I got an agent, and then he was just like, right, we've got this, we got that, we got this, and I'm like, oh God.
And that's why you keep getting booked, honey. That's why you're booked and busy. You're the people's princess, and people want to see it, okay?
Booked and blessed.
Booked and blessed. Do you know what? That's my new saying. I'm going to take it. Baga, before we leave, one last question. Would you do the Celebrity Circle again?
Yeah, I would. I really would. And I don't know. This time, I might go in as... I would have gone in... this time, I'd go in as myself. Because I'd just be... You know what I mean? When I first went in the circle, I was known for Drag Race and stuff, but it's a niche show, you know what I mean? It's very... Millions of people watch it globally, you know what I mean? It's a worldwide show. Yeah. But you know what I mean? Yeah. Some people, if there was... I thought there was going to be footballers in there or a cricket player. They're not going to know who Baga Chipz is, you know what I mean? So I was like, let's do someone who people know a bit more. But now, you know what I mean? I've got my acting jobs and all that. I've got my acting jobs.
Come on, Baga. Channel 4, the Celebrity Circle, we're ready for a round 2 when you're ready. We've not even watched the one tonight, but we're ready for a round 2 where Baga's going to enter as herself. But one last thing, I'm going to end it on. What would you say to people watching tonight? Everyone's going to be tuning in tonight. What can they expect?
Please. I'm a sane person. Just... Please take everything I do and say with a pinch of salt. I'm bringing the glamour. I'm bringing the glamour. I've seen clips and stuff, and I've got my big blonde wigs and all dressed up, sequins, nails, rhinestones. But you're just going to see some iconic TV. I mean, some of the stuff on this, especially from what I don't know what the others experienced because I never met them, but what I got in my, well, it's all edited, so I don't know what they're going to show. But I'm just saying, if they do show some of the stuff, if they show 10% of what I did whilst I was there, you're talking Gemma Collins, Kim Woodburn telly. You know what I mean? Top tier reality TV show stuff.
Come on, we're
breakdowns, laughter, drunkenness, dancing. Me in the bath. Exactly. Me in the bath in a short little Karen wig. You know what I mean?
Well, Baga, honestly, I cannot wait to watch it tonight. And I know that everybody listening at home will be exactly the same. We'll be rooting for you from everyone here at PLT. We'll be tweeting. We'll be, watching the episode and tweeting along, giving you all of our support. I'm so excited to see it. So thank you so much for joining us today. My jaw is in so much pain from laughing. This has been so brilliant to meet you and, to get to know your journey and your journey on the Celebrity Circle.
I just want to say thank you to everyone, really, for all the support. Since it's been released, everyone's just been messaging me. I can't wait to see you on it. It's a really good show. I was a big fan of the show the civilian one, do you know, the normal circle.
Yeah.
And I was like, just watching that like years ago, I was like, I'd love to go on that, you know what I mean? So I've been on it, and
Here you are.
I just want to say thank you to you, to yourself and PrettyLittleThing and everyone that's just so supportive and lovely. And I can't wait to see you all in person when we all get out of here and everything will be much better.
Yes. Much better, darling. We'll get some drinks in. We'll have a party. We'll have a ball. I cannot wait to meet you in person. But for now, I'm going to go away happy with this because this has been such a great podcast.
You're going to
Thank you so
love...
much for joining us on PLT. Behind
You're going to
Closed
love the
Doors.
show, believe me.
Yes, everyone tune in tonight, 9:15, Channel 4, The Celebrity Circle. You do not want to miss it. This has been the PLT podcast with the one, the only Baga
Big
Chipz.
fat bag of kiss. Mwah!
Yes! And that's a wrap, Baga. We're done.
Yay!